Okay, I am live. Well, good. What's popping? Well, go on. Bless upon yourself. Big upon yourself. Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. It's the boy, Dr. Love. Me there. There. Play a song. Solution to the crime in Jamaica for 2020. What's going on? Tell a friend, tell a friend. Play some song. Yes, I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube. I'm on the two outlet. I'm on the two outlet. Check out my brand new song coming out with one of Jamaica top international artists. Song coming soon, very soon. The song coming soon. So check out my song coming out. It's called Hard Time. Yeah. Sometimes I may do a topic and I may not do it in a cause. Talking about the project life, yes. Get a youth and debate. Say they want food in a plate. Them say politician no straight. What's up? Some more Barnett. Yes. Most of the leaders them fake. Oh, yeah. Such a sickness we are try medicate. You turn up one holy faith. One day after 7 things have to be great. Whoa. Every get to youth have his skill, yes. As I get to youth, know you win. Life is so hard, yeah. Man have to make every dollar bill. Every get to youth have his skill, yes. As I get to youth, know you win. Life is so hard, yeah. Man have to make every dollar bill. Be a promises. Them no care how you live. No matter which party in a power, you don't see it's nothing I give. The way the country around, kids can't have fun. I'm telling you, sometimes it's just a pound of flour. Big man and bust them gun, yes. Every get to youth have his skill, yes. As I get to youth, know you win. Life is so hard, yeah. Man have to make every dollar bill. Every get to youth have his skill, yes. As I get to you, know you win. Life is so hard, yeah. Man have to make every dollar bill. I smoke, I smoke, I smoke. I smoke, I smoke, I smoke. Strictly like great cause you don't take hold. I praise you, thanks and praise. As me rise with the sun, you feel blessed. Don't give me no one drop. Can't tell me how to smoke me ganja. No more. I'm more than a stock of sensimelia. And if you don't got clean or the deal, we gonna burn down your ganja field. The big hearts, them secrets are revealed. Them a make the money while hungry we a feel. Rick.
Legalize it now. Them say them do it and I keep the profit. And no verbalists they are prison for it. Poor man still a suffer, richer for it. Me not so much the empty plane them a flying. They load it up and send it back a parade. They take over we industry and we can't get a dispensary. Don't give me no one drop. Can't tell me how to smoke me ganja. No more one drop. One more than a starter sense of media. And if you don't come to
Brand new Vegas. It's called One Drop. You heard from Get Your Life, from Ginger before. It's a brand new Dr. Love song. It's called Hard Time. Yo, when this song drop, the artists that are doing the combination with me right now on this song, trust me, it's going to be sick. You're going to have everybody attack. The song is bad. The song is a bad song. And the song is about the job. You know, say, sometimes you ever want to talk about a topic, but you don't feel like it's the right time. Feel off about talking about it. Like, I don't want to talk about crime tonight, but I now feel the energy about it. I feel like if me leave it to another day, we get more energy. Because there's so much things I want to talk about. And more have to put it good where I am sending a message. It's a message I'm sending to the leaders, you know. It's a message me I send to Andrew Wonders, it's a message me I send to the Commissioner of Police. And it's a message me I send to the Jamaican people. Because somebody have to have sense and somebody have to see the problem to help us solve the problem. So I think if we leave it till tomorrow, it will be more better. Because I now feel the energy. Feel like a bit tired. What do you think? Talk about it tomorrow. Can I talk about it now? I feel like say, I waste that video you're talking about it because I have so much to say. You understand? Mel go on. Right? That's how I feel. So I feel like I want to talk about it tomorrow. Point out some things. I want to give the government some knowledge. Give you the public some knowledge of our experience and what's going on in Jamaica. Yeah, work with me energy. Thank you for that. Yeah, my energy and I feel like something to do it tonight. So I'm not going to really put it in, but tomorrow I'm going to make sure I'm going to talk about it because for 2020, the government of Jamaica do not have a plan how to curb crime. They don't have a plan. They're just talking. But I have the plan for them. I can give them the plan. I can draw the plan for them. You understand? Yeah, man, big for real, yeah. So I think I'm a good asset to Jamaican government. Wagwan Palmer, big up yourself. Cameron, I can't say I name them. So I think I want to send a message. I want to send a message to the Commissioner of Police and I want to send a message to the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Right? That one man has to talk about it and one has to don't talk about it. And I can tell you this. The Jamaican government do not have a plan for crime for 2020. They don't have a good plan. They don't have no plan to execute. And we're going to end up in the same position as it was last year and the year before and the year before. You have to have a plan to solve crime in Jamaica. And the wrong people have been blamed for the crime rate in Jamaica. The wrong people. And because the wrong people have been blamed for the crime rate in Jamaica, I would have been good, of course. Right? Anyway, big up yourself. And I am not afraid to tell the Prime Minister of Jamaica that he don't have a plan. Mr. Holness, you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan to execute for crime rate in Jamaica. So, telling us that you're going to crack down on crime for 2020 is not accurate. It is nowhere close to be accurate. I understand that. We don't have a task as a government. The Commissioner of Police does not have a plan for Jamaica for 2020 because they didn't have a plan last year and the year before. However, if you guys don't take these things that I have to say and put it into place, the crime rate will never solve in Jamaica. It can't change no matter what you do. And I understand that you guys have a big task. The government of Jamaica have a big task to fight. They also have a big task to fight against their own workers. Right? And when people like me, if you give somebody like me, right, the country to run for 1 year, Jamaica will be a different country. And if you cannot have a country and say the economy system is great, and you have broken families, a broken system, that is not working for the people. Right? Now, check this. Whether you believe it or not, I am talking of experience. I am talking of what I know. I am talking of what I see. I am talking about things that have been around. You understand? And the biggest problem Jamaica have, one of the biggest problem Jamaica have, the biggest problem Jamaica have in crime rate is our police officers. That's one of Jamaica's biggest problem. Our police officers are the biggest problem Jamaica have. If you got 100 police officers, 75% of them is a problem to the country. I want you guys to think about it. The biggest problem we have is our police officers. I wonder if anybody understand where I go with this or what I say. Whenever anyone pay attention, police officers are the biggest problem. So the government of Jamaica have to fight the battle with the police officer before you can fight the battle with the public. You see, the public is a little piece of the problem. But the police officer is the biggest problem in Jamaica. Now, a person like me that can talk of experience and talk of what I know, can talk, can relate to a situation. But if you have never experienced anything or be a part of certain things, you cannot talk about it. Now, would you believe it or not? This message is to the Prime Minister and to the Commissioner of Police. Would you believe that most of the killing in Jamaica, 80% of the killing in Jamaica have been done by police officers? How much of the people believe that? 85% of the killing in Jamaica done by law enforcement. How much I want to believe that's a possibility or is inaccurate? Which I want to believe that. I am asking the Prime Minister of Jamaica and I am asking the Commissioner of Police, do you believe that 80% of the crime have been committed in Jamaica and done by police officers? That is something that you guys need to think about as our leaders. Now check this out. First of all, the people that turn police officer in Jamaica, a lot of them, you guys don't do good background check on them. The background check that should have been done once you're going to become a law enforcement officer, Bishop Big up yourself, should have been done. Now, you see, the guys the police officers that are committing the crime, they were bad man before they're going to the force, and they're even double bad man, they're going to the force. Jamaica Police Force are a safe haven for a lot of criminals. Most of the gang in Jamaica run by police officers. Most of the extortion run by police officers. If you as a government not investigating the police officers, you cannot fight crime. You cannot solve crime. You see, there's no law and there's no dangerous punishment in place to fix that problem. And once there's nothing in place as a serious punishment, it will never solve. Now, Mr. Commissioner and Mr. Andrew Wellness, I know no watch my video them. And if you no watch them, somebody tell them. I am talking of an experience. I'm talking about the corruption I've been around, the corruption I've seen and I've witnessed growing up. Now let me say something to you, Mr. Wellness and the Commissioner of Police. You cannot take somebody from a neighborhood that have been deteriorating in a very bad neighborhood with a crime rate high and put them in the police force without doing the proper investigation. You cannot say you live at 24th Mark Street in a dead zone and you becomes a police officer with not doing the proper background check. The background check that you guys conduct are not good enough. And because our police officer find a way to curve around the system and break the law of what you guys put in place, it will always be a problem because we do not have a good system. Right? Now check this out. For a police officer in America, we said that a lot of the fat police officers, when them get a chance to shoot you, them shoot you. You know why them shoot you? Because them overweight, them name too much, them fat, and guess what happened? Them just want to run a little bit because they're not going to run it down. They're going to shoot you. It's easier for them to pull out a gun and fire a shot and kill you than to run you down. They don't have time for that. In Jamaica, it's a different thing. They kill you regardless of the fact of the matter. Look how much police officers are in jail or on their way to jail. Because there's nothing in place. Now, Mr. Commissioner, the Governor General Andrew Wellness, in order to fix crime in Jamaica, you guys have to bring back temporary. Listen what I'm saying, temporary. Temporary capital punishment. Without the capital punishment in Jamaica, the crime rate will never curve. And why these crime rates are getting out of control, if you check from 1993 come all the way up to 2000 and to 2020 now, check the crime rate in 91 and 92 and 93 coming up and tell me what was the crime rate in those times. As the year goes by, how the crime rate deteriorating to becomes more. There is no excuse that the government of Jamaica should turn around and say that they don't want to bring back capital punishment because it is evil, it is murder, it is a problem. There's no way the church in Jamaica should have a problem with the capital punishment. The capital punishment should be a priority because obviously you cannot solve the crime by computer. You cannot solve the crime by somebody tell us, well, John didn't do it. You have to solve the crime by that way. Without capital punishment in Jamaica, the crime will never curve. And without the police force, an investigation, and every single member that becomes a police officer, the crime will never solve. And the reason why the Jamaican government don't want to bring in capital punishment, they are the one that's standing in front of the door that are committing the crime. So they will never want to bring that, to enforce it, to say, okay, we're bringing back the capital punishment. Let's big up yourself. There's no way. Because why would I agree to bring capital punishment to hang somebody when I'm going to hang my nephew or my son or my best friend or my father? Why would I do that? Now, if you check this, these police officers are out of control. There's no rules. God bless the few sergeant or inspector that are good ones that are doing their job. First of all, our police stations are not equipped with the right equipment. Giving police officer cars and guns, that's not going to solve crime. That is creating more crime. You cannot go to a police station to make a report and a police officer find it easy for him to take a pen and sit and write in a book to write that Sister Peggy daughter get raped down there, so. There's a man down there, so we shoot a man down there, so. Right? There's no way. Police officers have way to do whatever they want with report. Police officers are still using pen to write a ticket to give to somebody. Police officers are finding every way around the system to beat the system. Now, there's no way a police officer should be making $50,000. Say, $300,000 for the year. And you have a house that you're building that costs $10 million. You're just going to enforce. Your house is started before, and your house depend on a pause because you did not have the money to finish your house. So you started your 5-bedroom house, but it never finished because you never have no money. It was not in that force. Now you becomes a part of the force. Now you start to work on your house. Yes, you're getting a salary, but your house value $10 million. And how comes your house value $10 million and your salary for the year is only $300,000, but you manage to can finish most of your house. You manage to live a lavish lifestyle and your house are so nice. Where did the money come from? Okay, your wife is working or your girlfriend is working. Both of you are working and combining your salary together. So you make $300,000 and she make $200,000. So that is $500,000. There's no way you can make $500,000 and pay bills and manage to build a mansion. Where's the money coming from? You see, the government does not investigate these police officers that are doing these things. They have no need or any interest of investigating them. So it's okay for John Brown build a mansion, but that mansion cannot build off of his salary. So where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Right? Now, first of all, if we are saying that the economy is moving in a better place, this message is for you, the leaders. Moving in a better place, we should have better equipment. The consent law in Jamaica should be 18 years old. All the factors that contribute to crime. There's too much bars and too much church in one neighborhood. Too much bars and church in one neighborhood. Too much bar license have been given out. Too much illegal situation going on. Too much mother neglect their kids. Too much father neglect their kids. There's a lot of curving have to do. And in order to fix that, we have to bring in back the capital punishment. Make no doubt about it and no mistake about it. The capital punishment is the only way can fix the situation. And every police station in Jamaica should be equipped with cameras and drone. I hope I'm calling the right name. Every police station in Jamaica should have a drone. And not only that, our street in Jamaica should have video cameras. There's no way our economy is moving in a positive way, as you guys said, and our street are left careless. We should have video cameras. And most of the corner, especially the most dangerous corner in Jamaica, there's no way in the world you should have a place like Alpha Tree and you don't have camera all over the place. You know that a neighborhood is bad, but you refuse to take the measure and do the things that's supposed to be done. What, we only have camera at the airport when you come in? We have camera at the Prime Minister office. We have camera at the Commissioner office. But don't you know that if you guys did have camera in a lot of places, you will catch a lot of your law enforcement officers red-handed? Don't you guys know that the camera will give you a better response of seeing things? Don't you guys think that? You're developing a country that is still broken with crime. And there's no way a country can develop and doing great with a crime rate of over 1,000 for the year. No way in the world. It is impossible. Not a small country like that. The crime rate is over 1,000. And you guys say that you're trying to curb the crime. So how you didn't curb the crime at 50 and at 100 at 25 or at 10? Look into it. Police officers, soldiers are killing the girlfriend because of jealousy. Was it a regular surveillance? No. I am pretty sure if you guys do a background check on that soldier man that killed that woman, there's a lot of history and there's a lot of problem that people know about before it becomes a part of the force. Mental people that we have let in the force to come in and commit crime and do things. We just got some new police car. What is that gonna do? Oh, there's a video camera in the police car. Does that gonna help crime? No, it's not gonna help. No matter what video camera it is and so forth, the police officer that are driving always find a way around it. So we have a lot of problems as a country. Police officers are done and they are leaders. And once a police officer are done and leaders, how can you curb that crime? How could you fix the problem? There's no good measure in place to solve crime. We have a lot of people in jail that's supposed to be doing time that are doing great. You understand what I'm saying? Now, any man decides that he want to get up and pull a gun because a woman decides that she now give him the front and whatever it is and so forth. That's a mad person. But as I said to you before some of these persons becomes law enforcer, there was problem with them before. There was never any investigation I've done on their background, their family background, where they're coming from, what are their history like. It have not been done. The government should be blamed for a lot of this crime. The leaders, the people that you guys put in charge and said that, okay, they're in charge of this division. They should be the one. So there's a lot of problem. Where do we start from there? I am pretty sure for this year it's going to be over 1,000 killing in Jamaica. And are you, the government, going to come around and say, well, we solve crime this year, we have bring the crime rate down? And very clearly is that, okay, the government can bring the crime rate down. Because guess what happened? When a government leader can talk to a Dan down the road and say, yeah, what happened? I want you to cool out. A Dan will listen and cool out. You see, the government control a lot of this crime situation, a lot of the workers. How much they want and what they want to do. Them control it. It's like a switch. There's too much of the same thing. Too much bar, too much church, too much funeral home, too much party, too much illegal shop, too much illegal stuff. And guess what happened? We have the Chinese then that are invested in Jamaica that we said that they are coming to build Jamaica. I am not saying that regular civilians don't commit crime. But the crime rate in Jamaica have been going rocket high because of police officers. So I want to know and ask the Commissioner of Police and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, what are your plans? What measure do you have in place to solve this, to put a stop to this? How are you going to approach this for 2020? Because 2020 already started now and there's people already murdered already. How are you going to curb crime? Because crime have been controlled by leaders, people that are in power. You see, if my brother are police, and I know so my brother are shatter, I love the fact that my brother are shatter, but me not like what my brother do. So guess what happened? Big up yourself, Turner. Guess what happened? I am not going to tell another leader say my brother is a shatter because I don't want my brother dead. My brother is a shatter, and not only that he's a shatter, but him also have 20 crew members around him that is a shatter. So now you have 21 people that is a shatter that are committing crime. And I am not going to tell and say when my brother is a criminal because I have to protect my brother. These are the things that happen. They get away with everything. Police officer that cannot read, that only thing they know is to fire a gun. And quite frankly, you guys as a leader don't have any interest of fixing this problem, because it's okay to put on a suit and come on and say, okay, you're gonna solve crime. Too much illegal activities going on. And if we don't fix the police force, we'll never fix crime. And if we don't bring back the capital punishment, crime rate will always be on the high. If we do not fix the police force, if we do not, crime will always be on the height in Jamaica. It can never change. I know of police officers who commit crime. I know of police officers, if you call them and say, hey, go around the corner, go mash a work for me and so forth. As long as the money is right, the work I go mash. And they're officers. So make no joke about it. The government of Jamaica, the Prime Minister and Commissioner, have no plan to fight crime in Jamaica. Our police officers are a monster. They're a monster enough that them pull you over, either pay your way out or your ticket away into a courthouse. These are the things that we have to deal with as the public. And a police can't come here and come murder and nothing comes out of it. We need the capital punishment. So without the capital punishment, it will never be any change. It can't change. You understand what I say? Can't change. The Chinese are not doing anything and the government are not doing anything. You cannot blame the public and put them responsible for things that they're not responsible for. Not saying that a man now going to take up a gun and go rob. But who are giving them these guns? Who are the one that's leading them on? Who are they? Every boss have another boss, you know. Every Dan have another Dan around them. So the crime rate in Jamaica and so forth is high because of our police, our law enforcement officers. Look into it. Man a kill woman these days because of them front. Right? When did we get to that? If a woman know and get in front of them business, but then wash it out and keep it, find another one. You understand what I say? It is a lot of problem we have. Where do we start or how are we going to fix it if we don't do this? The government don't have no plan. And without a plan, it's not going to be a solution. And I can tell you, we don't have one. And we need to come back. Tougher law need to put in place. Mothers and fathers need to be charged, arrested and charged for the neglect of their kids and what they put their kids through. There's no way in the world a mother should have a 13 or 12-year-old and not attending the school or anything and still live under their roof same way. Him turn under his mother and father roof and becomes a shatter, and the mother and father know about it. And they live under your roof. There's no way. Your little daughter should have stopped finish school and decided she want to go to Africa, go sell bag juice or something out there. No law in place. There's no way your son, a 15-year-old, and him just a marcher coming in a yard, the curfew need to remain in effect until the crime rate is solved. You cannot start a temporary curfew and cut it off because run this attack or something. We need a long-term curfew, a long-term situation we need. And we don't have that. Everything in Jamaica is just a temporary fix. It's not a permanent fix. It's not. We need to change the consent law. We need to change our jail system, even our jail system, to show you why it have no rules. You see, you should not have able can bring food, go give to your family member cook and bring go give them after they commit a crime and they're doing time. What you need to do as a government is come up with a better system where since your family member are incarcerated, create an account where you as a family member make the regular monthly contribution. That means you can feed them. You should not bring food from outside to feed prisoner. Prisoners should not get certain kind of privilege. They have to work within the jail system, even when jail system is loose. I stand up and watch an inspector, you know, of a prison who want to do something, you know. An inspector. Stand up and watch an inspector do something illegal. Bring in illegal things. Go get the prisoner. So how you want to solve a crime like that? How you going to be a government and you don't have nothing in place? You know why they can do this? Because they know that nothing is ever going to come out of it. Those are the problems. Anyway, I'm going to finish this tomorrow. But I want you to think about what I said. I want the government to think about this. You will never solve crime unless you clean up the police force and put things in place. Without you clean up the police force, you're going to have a problem. It can't change. It will never change. And without you bringing back the capital punishment, the crime rate will always be on the high and will always rising. We'll have something to think about. 9 dead in 24 hours. Tomorrow, sometime in the evening, we're going to finish this and talk about this. Because it's important we talk about it. You understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow we will continue.